Hello. How goes it? Oh, probably not. There we go. It'll be a bit slow to load in because I didn't launch and let it like load things in, so the game's gonna be running a little bit slow at first. Hello, Varian. I'm really quiet. My mic was pointing the wrong way, and I was also kind of sitting far away from it. Classic, yeah. So the last time, it's been over a week actually, but the last time I played, we were on the warpath against Radon. I have the Great Axe right now with Frost on it. I did beat the Rot Dragon at the very end of the previous stream. It was pretty rough time, but we got a lot of runes off of it, so I'm sitting at around, I think, something like 30 vig right now. It's not a terrible position to be at. Yeah, I really should have launched and loaded things before starting. There we are. K-Lid. Oh, I also realized that last time when I was crashing out about the Grace being so far away, it wasn't. This is the guy's arena right here. And the Grace is literally just over that pile of rot. So, yeah, that was entirely unwarranted. Is Commander O'Neill, an achievement boss? Commander Nile is. I'm pretty sure that Commander Nile is the one at Castle Sol, and that it's O'Neill in the swamp. I don't have the Great Axe upgraded at all, and we're definitely going to need to have that happen. Yeah, I'm currently at 31 Vigor, but that's also with the Radagon Scar Seal equipped. Without it, yeah, look at that, we're down 3. Which is actually quite a bit of HP. So we're gonna go after Commander O'Neill here. He's actually effectively free runes. Because normally it kind of sucks to fight him, but he's actually pretty easy. With a little trick, and it's a bit cheese, but I don't feel bad about doing it. There should be a Grace somewhere around here, I think. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this. Right, okay. We might be boned. Because Millicent is invading. And she does have Waterfowl Dance. There's a Clean Rot Knight over there. Oh, there she is. Oh, maybe it's not going to be that bad, actually. Yeah, she's kind of weak, isn't she? There we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was, but now that Queen Rot's aggroed. Of course it is. Oh, that's a lot of money we just got off of that. A 3, a 5, and a 10. Okay. That's pretty nice. I thought there was a Grace somewhere around here. Omni, I'm concerned, bullies her to no end. Yeah, I thought she was more dangerous than that, if I'm being honest. Okay, here's Commander O'Neill aggroed. Then, I believe I just... Oh, here's the Grace. And yeah, I just need to drag him out into this little area here. Which is not even that hard. It's gonna take his time. But he will join us out here. And this is a neat little trick that you can do for some early cash, and also skipping one of the more annoying fights in the game. Hello, Mr. Boss. Where are you at? He's running away. Come on. I understand that you only have one leg, but if you could hurry it up a little bit, that would be nice. So what we do is we try to drag him through these geysers that keep on popping up. Because look at that. Just took quite a bit of damage from that. I want to keep him like in this spot right here. Boom. There we go. So every time it hits, it chunks him for 790 damage on the burst, and then does a little bit of extra damage over time on him. And he should phase 2 pretty shortly. Yep, there's phase 2. But it's really not a concern. This is just something I want to just stay away from that. Gonna walk through that, but he didn't take the full damage. Oh well. And I don't think he can be rotted, because otherwise I'm pretty sure he would have already been rotted. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, he's doing his summon, I think. Kind of unfortunate that he did it right there. That should detonate on him. Yep, there we go. This is also, I guess, a pacifistable fight. One more should get him, no problem. And his ads are coming out. That's kind of unfortunate. There he goes. Look at that, 12,000 runes for doing basically no work. We also get the Commander Standard, which is a very nice weapon for buffing. Killed by Rot Geyser? Yeah. That can get us 1 level of vigor. 12,000 runes for looping an enemy, basically. You know, the Great Axe is probably sufficient to beat the guys down in the abandoned cave. It might be a little rough getting through here because I don't have Quickstep anymore. But I should have... I don't have Rot Boluses. Okay. Never mind. I thought I had Rot Boluses, but I suppose not. But I'll try it regardless. Might end up being a bad time. Can I not be stuck on that, please? Thank you. It might end up being a bad time, but we shall see. I'm actually gonna drink my physic and one flask. I didn't finish that guy because I thought that the rot geyser was about to erupt. Okay, yeah, that's not amazing. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, there's the poison now. This is gonna go horribly. Just look how fast that DOT is ticking. Ow. That was a little rough. Jesus Christ. I'm getting kind of clowned on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth actually trying to finish this cave, because I think Winged Sword Insignia or Rotten Winged Sword Insignia is here. And both of those are really good talismans. It just sucks to go through here. Because I don't have anything that increases my move speed. Rolling through the rot is a pretty horrible idea. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get rotted here no matter what. I also kind of need to get lucky and not get hit by the poison guys. Because if I do, then the poison is not going to make things end well for me. And I forgot to turn on my lantern, which is why I'm having such a bad time navigating here. Yeah, it's really up to these last two guys whether or not even have a chance, I think. Because these will just chase forever. Okay, there we go, I avoided it. Well, we don't have the poison on, which means that it's not going to be the full DOT. Okay, that's a little yikes. Kind of absurd how much poise damage you do. Huge. I think the sickle one is a lot more dangerous than the spear one. So I'm gonna see if I can't take down the sickle first. There we go. very narrowly avoided that. Oh, man. That's so unfortunate. I think that's the correct decision, though. Just beam down the sickle guy and pivot. It's just really annoying that there's literally no possible way for me to get through this cave without getting rotted. I'm gonna wait for that to go and stop. Ah, too early. Okay, and then we wait here. We wait here for the rot to go down. Because if I can do that, then I think I can actually get through this cave without any DOT effects on me. And it was really the DOT that screwed me over there. What a beautiful specimen this is. The eyes are so messed up. I hate it so much. What a nice statue. What? Alright, we can go. Get lantern on. There we go. I like your dog's eyes. Yeah. Yeah, they are kind of messed up, aren't they? That guy just attacked the floor. Awesome. Ooh, that was close. Okay, we actually made it through without it getting DOT'd. Hit him with one of those. Chances are I'm gonna get rotted while taking down the sickle one. But I think that's honestly fine. Because I've already got a lot more HP than I normally otherwise would. Oh, that's unlucky. Whatever, that's still one down. And the other one's at, like, not a whole lot of HP. Okay, there we go. That wasn't bad at all. Oh! Oh, that's even better. It's the gold scarab. Ah. What no DOT does to mitigate a boss, yeah. Man, I wish I had this earlier, actually. If I had just rushed here, done this early. I mean, we're still pretty early in the run. I did with the venomous fang. I don't have enough to level. There's still that one Knight's Cav and Limgrave I haven't beaten. I don't know how much it's gonna give me, though. Over on the bridge here. I'm pretty sure I beat Agil. I suppose I could go for Yura and also beat Nereus, and then beat the stuffing out of Yura as well. I don't know why I'm heading off. I need it to be nighttime for the night cav to spawn. There is also the Dragon Barrow night cav that I can maybe bait off the bridge. I'd have to talk to D for that, but I have multiple bits of Deathroot already, so... Yeah, there's the Knight's Cav up there. What is this? Arterial Leaf. Okay. Why? Not really sure why there was just a random Arterial Leaf there. Oh my. I think that's actually a smithing stone over there. Yeah, I can't imagine this guy's gonna be worth much. Oh, that instantly frosted the horse. Okay. And there's the Nightcap himself frosted. No. Okay, no. Okay, I guess no. I guess the answer is no. Rather. Le cringe. Get out of here. Yeah, I did actually just kind of slap fight with him there, and that was 2,400. Okay. Oh, that's repeating thrust. Like how the horse just nopes out of there. Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna go and upgrade the Great Axe. At least up a decent bit. Then maybe we go to challenge Radon. I'm at 32 Vig. Why are the NPCs not here? Oh, there's a hole in the map. Okay, there we go. Just had to give it a second to load everything in. I need a lot more of these. I need so many more of these. Give me your Jester. Thank you. Good lord. You only have a single smithing stone, too. Offer bell bearing. We can give all of these. I guess I could also go beat up Patches. You don't have anything. Oh. Bernals is just those. Right, so I am fresh out of smithing stones. I should probably go and grab the talisman pouch from in here.
I interpret, let that grow until the tragical.
Nobody asked.
But the great sorry,
Nobody asked, finger reader. Just give me my money.
All there is, and I the finger.
Oh, is it not? Do I not have it yet? Do I need 2 to get it? I might need 2 to get it, and I only have 1. Yeah, okay, I guess I need 2. That's unfortunate. Alright, well let's go and see what's up with Radon. See if I don't do 0 damage, and if I don't get 1 shot. I would really like to get off of the Great Axe quickly. Not because I don't like it, but because, I want to make progress. I have extra runes in my bag, yeah. How much do I need to level? Almost 13k. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. That is not going to get me there. Oopsies. Hello. Doing alright? How about yourself?
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival! The festival.
Alright, let's go and get Radon running. How's the stream going so far? Decently enough.
But now.
Any boss fights yet? We are going for Radon right now. I'm pretty terrible at Radon. At this Radon at least. Oddly enough, I'm a lot better at Consort Radon than, Star Scourge. But I'm also, like, not that good at the early game in general. How long have I been into Souls games? So I played part of DS1, like, a long while back, but I never finished it, and then Elden Ring came out, and I got into it, in the winter after it came out. And since then, I've played, all of them except for, Demon's Souls and Bloodborne, because I don't have a PlayStation. Well, I do have a PlayStation, actually, it's just a PS2. That's actually a fair amount of damage. Okay. And I don't take all that much either. I think this is very possible. Even with the Great Axe here just at +1. Yeah, definitely better damage than I was, the last time we tried this. But what I'm doing right now is, it's a bit of a challenge where basically every time I beat a boss that has a Steam achievement for it, I have to randomly select the next weapon, class. Have I played Sekiro? Yes, I have. Sekiro is an amazing game. It might be my favorite Souls game. That was not the move. I'm surprised he hasn't gone up yet. I thought it was 50% for his phase 2. Oh, maybe that's what's happening now. Yeah, Sekiro is... I need to play it sometime on stream. Oh, that was... I think I went too early. Yikes, that was not great. Yikes. Okay, there's phase 2 start. I'm pretty low on flasks for this. That's a little concerning. The thing is, though, I don't feel like there's necessarily a whole lot of reason in just doing, like, a normal casual run. Oh, that's an AoE. Okay, understood. I don't know if there's necessarily a whole lot of reason in just doing a standard casual run. But I'm also definitely nowhere near good enough at the game to do any kind of especially comprehensive challenge. I'm not doing yellow damage anymore, which is a little concerning. See if I still remember how to dodge this one. Not quite. I think I went too early. Am I dead? I am dead. Okay. That is honestly pretty encouraging, though, because that went a lot better than last time, and this is one of the... Star Scourge is one of the bosses that I'm the worst at in the entire game, so... Like, I'm expecting the later bosses to go much better as long as I get, good weapons for them. What's my favorite game of all time? That's a good question. Dark Souls 1 is definitely up there. I don't know if I can necessarily say of all time, because I've only been playing it since August, but, game called Vermintide 2 is, definitely one of my favorites, at least right now. But I've been playing it pretty consistently since August, so maybe it's fair enough to say all time. But Dark Souls 1 is maybe the correct answer there, because I know so much more about that game than any of the other Souls games. I can just knowledge check my way through the entire game. That was pitiful. That was so bad. It also helps that, the last time that I really played, Dark Souls 1 was, I streamed, doing a DS1 Deathless, and it took so much longer than I think it ever should have, because I just kept on making really questionable decisions in some places. But that was some of the most fun that I've had. How long I've been streaming in general? I started for the first time, the first stream that I did was, December 24th of last year. So a little under a year, but I did take an extended break, after August. For no particular reason, mind you, I just kind of stopped streaming. I was hoping torrent iframes would help me. See, the problem that I have with Star Scourge is that he's kind of too big for me to really tell what he's doing at all times, which leads into stuff like that happening. Yikes. Had a really good run first off, and then 2 complete duds. Let's see if I can bring it back, though. What is probably going to be a problem is that Torrent keeps on getting hit by, so locked out. I am not locked in. I mean, in all fairness, I had to get up significantly earlier than, usual for a doctor's appointment this morning. Yeah, I definitely want to. It's wow, that was. I definitely want to. I do quite like streaming. What on earth am I doing? Okay, I need to lock in. I do appreciate the compliment, though. Stop playing like you. Okay, the thing about the difference between you and me, though, Varian, is that I can spend a bunch of time accomplishing relatively little, right? And I'll still have made some progress. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Jesus Christ, what am I? But the difference between me playing bad and you playing bad is that when you play bad, it takes you 16 hours of gameplay over a year and a half to beat the Bell Gargoyles. I think I just need to be more patient here. Because I don't really know the Star Scourge moveset all that much. If I just take a bit of time to just kind of observe him, that'll probably help me quite a bit. Okay, so there's... that one's going to be hard to dodge, actually. At least now you beat them in a single attempt. You know what? That's fair. I shouldn't judge you too harshly. You still have the save. Did you ever beat the game on that save? I think I'm getting hit by this. Oh, maybe not. I got behind him. Okay, that was actually really good. You have another save where you have... but you didn't beat the game on that save. I mean, that's fair, because, like, you were doing Dex, and early game Dex without the Uchigatana is probably the worst build in all of... like, in just all the games. Except maybe, like, Faith and DS2. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was a shockwave there, but I'm glad to see that there is. That is unfortunate, however. Good thing I backed off there, because I'd have been pancaked otherwise. I don't think that there was a way to get out of that. Relatively certain that, Okay. Okay, I feel like that was definitely useful to kind of learn him a little bit. If you go back to that, you're probably rushing Butterfly and it'd take like 5 cycles minimum because you had no damage. Look, honestly, if you went back to that file, the way that you would win is by murdering the Undead Merchant and grabbing the Uchigatana. You're looking for your art channel. Okay. Yeah, feel free to leave a link in the chat, I guess. I might take a look at it at some point if I feel so inclined. Afraid not. That's gonna be something that I'm keeping a bit more private. That actually works to dodge the arrows there. Okay, cool. This was a bad idea, yeah. Am I dead? No, but I did tank that hit. I tried to get out my physic there. But oh well. Yeah, I'm going to keep my Discord private, but if you have a link to like a portfolio or something, then feel free to post it in the chat and people can take a look at it if they like. If you'd like to, sure. I don't have a problem with other people sharing their information. I'm just a bit more guarded with mine. Not the button I want to press. Okay, well, that didn't get me in trouble there, so I guess it's fine. Too late on that. Oh, I have no HP. If I can get behind him, yeah. It seems like getting behind him is a prime way to dodge most of his stuff. There's no reason to pick that up. Is he gonna slam down? I think that's... yeah. Roll came out way too late there. Ugh. That wasn't enough for him to get hit, which is kind of rough. I'm not sure what exactly the timing is on that. Varian, is that other person still here? Ow. Yeah, okay. Well, it's nice to have people lurking in my chat. So usually it's just you, and sometimes Kite. Okay, so it's... I wonder if that's jumpable. There's two lurkers. Oh, really? And it's not just like, one of them the restream bot? That is quite nice. Okay, I can't actually see who's in the chat right now. I don't know why it's not loading for me, but whatever. The other one is Shadow. Oh, okay. It's been a minute. Honestly, after how long it's been since I've actually streamed, I'm surprised to, Boss? Okay, there we go. Now, there is actually a way, if you back out immediately, like if you run away from Radon instead of towards him. Oh, this already. We cross that way. There we go. Yep. If you run away from Radon at the beginning, then it actually, like, I don't know if he gets temporarily despawned for a second, but it does something that changes his AI, so that instead of shooting the arrows at you, he'll actually just run towards you from the start. Oh, days, that was terrible. Yikes. That was a huge waste of the frostbite. Jesus. I just got pumped. Like, I don't feel like I'm under-leveled or underpowered for Radon. I'm just bad at him. But with a bit of work, I don't think it should be too bad. Because I'm doing decent damage to him. You know, I'm not hitting damage woes like in the DS3 version of this run. I think I was too close to him there. This is tragic. I don't know how I evaded that. That was a good use of that, Frost. Yikes. Massive blunders. I have to heal. Yeah. Those projectiles are kind of awkward. Because usually by the time it actually reaches you, he's going into another attack. The way you write trust there does not make me trust. We won't have another Vort. I mean, we already don't have another Vort because I was doing 7 damage per hit on him. Vort was a right disaster, but not really a manufactured one. You're already doing that. Okay. Really? That was an extremely greedy decision to make with the charged heavy. Still, though, that's probably, what, like a fifth of his health bar down? He's entering phase 1.5 here. I'm pretty sure if he hits me, he has lethal right now, so I should probably heal. Okay. Or my roll fails and I get killed by the projectiles. The problem with those projectiles isn't them in themselves. The problem is that when you get hit by them, it drags you. That's a little... That can be a little messy. Now, I am pretty confident that if I use the summons that I would be able to beat this without any issue. But I don't really like using summons, honestly. Like, sometimes the boss deserves it, you know? Sometimes you're fighting against Melania, and it's Melania, so she cheats. And so you've just got to cheat back. But... generally, I'm not really one for it. I'm just gonna keep riding away until that stops. There we go. Come on, pull back into the Frostclad. You didn't. That sucks. Okay, my attack just didn't go off. I'm not sure why. Maybe I dropped the frame or something. I'm just gonna drink my physic. I kind of wanted to save it for later. That's unfortunate. Enough of the animation went off for the FP to be consumed, and for my weapon enchantment to go on, but not enough for the cloud to appear. Really? Okay. I kind of disagree with that. I don't know what the... because I feel like it looks like the same animation, right? But it feels just slightly faster, because that's the second time I've dodged the first one normally, and then the second one roll catches me. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. Like, it might be faster, it might just be that I need to roll away from him because the hitbox is bigger because of the Crag Blade. I probably just need to try rolling to the left. Right. Oh. to Epic? I'm not playing this on Epic. What? I'm using Steam. Of course, connection to Epic failed. Right? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even have Epic. I should probably set it to just launch offline because weird stuff like that tends to happen when I'm online. You know, it rules out the potential for invasions, but already. Okay. And Torrent just decided to stop moving because reasons, I guess. Lovely. What a wonderful way to start things. No invasions, but also no game issues like that. Yeah. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever had an invasion happen to me. In vanilla Elden Ring. I would get them all the time when I was playing Seamless with Kurt. Still remember Barack Obama blowing me up with the jar cannon. I don't know if that was on stream. I don't think so. Because I don't think I started streaming that until we were in Altus. And Barack Obama attacked me in the area. Come on. Okay. Well, that was a lot easier to avoid those. Maybe I just need to play close whenever he does that. I went way too early there. It is jumpable. Okay, that's huge. Huge frost proc. That, I think, is going to push him over to phase 2. Maybe not. I don't know why I did that. He's still frosted. Oh, he literally just unfrosted. Maybe that wasn't bad. Alright, but there's him blasting off to infinity and beyond. Probably at like 45%-ish HP. Uh-oh. When by the time I saw him, it was too late. Oh man. That was amazing. It just feels kind of weird not seeing all the blood pools at the teleportation gate. Oh, we're skipping the sky arrows? What? Okay. Little odd. I'm not complaining, though. Okay, let's physic up. And yeah, I got stuck in his armpit. There wasn't any getting out of that. Like, if I had perfect rolls to iframe through that, maybe, but I don't really think that was very feasible. Dude, I just wanna beat this guy so that I can spin the wheel again. Get off the Great X. Like, sure, I could just say I'll do the DLC weapons whenever I get to the DLC, but I don't know. I would at least like to have the availability of it, right? I'm gonna physic up. That's kind of unfortunate. Is that? Yeah, okay. That's rough. Really? Oh, but I perfectly iframed it. Let's go. No frost. Maybe with him jumping back into it? No. Eesh. Yeah, there wasn't any getting through that. He staggered it perfectly that I don't think it was possible to avoid dying there. And I don't think I could have tanked it by chugging Estus either. Sag indeed. I wonder, is it Radon? No, it's either Radon or it's gonna be the duo pumpkin heads in that one cave. But it's definitely either of those. It's one of those two. Radon just overtook them, yeah. Alright, we're doing this already, and Torrent just decided to stop running because reasons. The Pumpkin Bros. Who are they? Mario and Luigi Mario? Or sorry, Mario Pumpkin and Luigi Pumpkin? He just missed me with that. I've just been kind of throwing R2s at his head. Yeah. Oh, no you don't. You are not getting away from this crit. Oh my days. Yeah, I definitely think that that was the best one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna drink this just in case I get meteor struck. Where's he even coming from? Okay, I have no idea where he was coming from. Okay, that's gonna be this. I'm so glad that I figured out how that was jumpable. I say figured out as if it's an especially, like, complex thing to think is... Uh-oh. I don't know how to dodge this attack. Like, at all. I guess that was good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. It's not going to hit him with that, but it at least gets the enchantment on. Oh, what am I getting hit by here? Oh, it's just rocks. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. I didn't know what that attack was. I didn't know what that attack was. If I'd known what that attack was, this was definitely the run. See, I honestly really like this kind of run because, you know, I can come across a boss like this who I've fought relatively less than others because until the DLC came out, I just, like, didn't really do this fight that often. I didn't really like this fight. But I can be doing a run like this, and then there's still a boss that I have to beat for the run, so I can't just avoid it, that I still have, like, a lot to learn about. I don't know, it's a nice feeling. Ish. Exposes me to new weapons. I mean, yeah, in principle, that's what the run's about. But, you know, the Great Axe is not an especially complicated weapon. Oh. Yo, how's it going? Good to see you in here. I'm still getting clapped by Radon, but at least I beat the one dragon. I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? I got to head home for Thanksgiving, which is pretty nice because that means that I don't have work again until Saturday. Came home from work not so long ago? Fair enough. Yeesh. Getting hit by that's not pleasant. At least I'm no longer getting, like, one shot, basically, by Radon here. Is this combo gonna have an end to it? Jesus Christ, bro. To travel an hour and a half one way? That's absurd. I mean, I say that, but, like, my commute is at minimum an hour, and on some days can get up to 2 hours. But that's just because I have to deal with the woes of American public transit. Or the sorry excuse thereof. I see. I know what that is now, buddy. You're not gonna hit me with that one again. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Hey. That was a very, very poor attempt at a dodge. I will say, I'm not so fond of that ground slam that he does. I don't think I have the resources left to be likely to win this attempt. But it's good at least that I've made it back to phase 2. Eesh. Yeah, I mean, I'm content with this attempt as long as I can convert it into something valuable. Right. That just... There's not enough telegraphing on that. He just does that so early. That was really dangerous because I jumped backwards. Okay, and that's the drill. I think I have to dodge, like, right before or as he's hitting the ground. It seems approximately that time. Huge frost. You also get an email getting 1 month commercial viewing on Twitch. I don't believe I have. Okay, I need to close here so that I don't have that happen to me. Yeah, I think the best way to avoid that is just to get behind him. Oh, that... Ooh. I'm lucky that I ended up behind him there. Okay, he's gonna go for the rocks. Way too early on the jump. Oh. That's unfortunate. How many flasks? I had 2 flasks. That was definitely a winnable run. I just jumped way too early. Way too early. I think I actually hit, I don't think the hitbox that I hit was, it definitely wasn't the thing on the ground. I think it was his actual hitbox. You have turbo now, based. Just a month of turbo for free. I don't really know what turbo even gives you, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that was not a good thing to have happen. Lot of damage on him there. Yeah, I think staying close is actually a really good idea because most of Radahn's attacks they have a lot of forward momentum to them, which means that if you're close to him and he starts one of those big attack strings, it can be pretty easy to get behind him. Okay, you just kind of flew over that way for no particular reason. I just tried to surge sprint. Oh my god. That's embarrassing. You think no commercials is the biggest plus? I'm not monetized anyway, so there shouldn't be ads on my stream. I mean, maybe Twitch still does, just because it's Twitch, and Twitch is a bunch of losers, but, you know, I shouldn't say that on the platform. That's a terrible decision. Alright, we got frost on him. I saw him going for it. I think his leg, like, twitches or something before, 2 Night Ring coded. Yeah. No, straight up. Oof. Why was I not looking at the screen as he's attacking me? Like, that was not a very intelligent decision to make. That sucks. I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. The elevation difference screwed me. Okay, we're drilling. Okay, the drill's actually not that bad to avoid. Yeah, he like tenses up and stuff before he does the ground slam. There's actually a bit more telegraphing on it than I thought there was. Why did I get hit by that, of all things to get hit by? Summons, go away. I don't want you. I do not need you. Okay. Really lucky that those lined up. Okay, here we go. Drill. Too early. Down to 1 flask. What? Really? Now that's something I didn't know. That's actually really cool. He can do that twice. I was a little too far away from him. Let's go, GG's, lads. $91,000. And we're also getting knock-on access, which means that Mimic Tier, we can go beat. And Mimic Tier is an achievement boss, so it is going to be a required one for this run. Wheel time, indeed. Ooh. I think I need to talk to both of these two to progress their quests. Now the question is, do I want Warrior Jar Shard now or Shard of Alexander later? That's not what I meant to press. While I am considering that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the wheel. Wheel of Fortune. Except it's not. Okay. Hello? Okay. I don't know why that wasn't showing up there. But the Great Axe is removed now. Halberd or Reaper? We're going over to Reaper. Okay. I don't know if I have one already. Doesn't look like I do. No, I don't. Okay. Let me look up where I can acquire one. And while I'm doing that, yeah, what do you guys think? Warrior Jar Shard now or Shard of Alexander later? Oh, they've the winged scythe. I know where that one is. You don't know the difference? Shard of Alexander is better, but it's available much later. It's Cliff Bottom Catacombs. This is just the skeleton mages. The Halo Scythe is a drop from Clean Rot Knight. And the Winged Scythe is in Tombsword Ruins. Probably the Winged Scythe is what we're going to do. It requires a lot of faith. 24 faith requirement. Long haul prep. So you mean Shard of Alexander then? And don't kill him now?
It was I.
Yeah,
One
okay.
hit after that, and as such, you.
I didn't mean to do that.
And you know who could expect it? Just you wait. Who could expect it? Just you wait.
But it's like just before endgame where you get the Shard of Alexander. Okay, that being said, let's go over here, grab the winged scythe. Favorite NPC in Elden Ring? This is probably a kind of vanilla answer, but honestly, I do quite like Alexander. He's just fun. Okay. Would I have a party with him IRL? What is this question coming from? I mean, he shoves dead bodies inside of himself, so... Wanting to ask something? Okay. Oh, I still have 91,000 on me. I'm pretty sure the thing is in here. And I did allow in the rules myself to use the previous weapon if it was allowing access to the new one. So we're gonna do that real quick. I'm pretty sure this is the winged scythe. If it's not, run invalid, I guess. Yep, there it is. Okay, so the winged scythe, I do not have the faith to use. Actually, will that allow me to put on it will? That's huge, because that's poise. That's a lot of poise, actually. Sorry for trying to keep chat alive. We'll get better questions. I think I'm just gonna go and beat up Renala really quick with this. And I need to decide what to put these runes into. Like, I could level Faith for the purposes of this weapon. I can't even get it all the way to 34, though. I could grab 6 levels of Vigor. 40 is probably where I want to end up at for the long term. You know, I'm gonna do that for now. It's just gonna be awkward when I roll, like, using glintstone staves or something. Right, whenever I roll on anything that needs mined, it's gonna be real awkward. I think this is a smithing stone here. No, it's crystal darts. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it turned that soon. But oh well, c'est la vie. Ah, Moongrum. Yikes. Okay, you know what, Moongrum? I'm just gonna run past you. I don't really need the Carrion Knight's shield anyway. Uh-oh. It's because he's guarded every single one of my hits. That's why it's done 0 damage so far. Really? I didn't hit him there. That's kinda... Uh-oh, okay. Oh, he didn't get the parry. I'm gonna need to try to use range against him. The damage that I've got is not great. But this is a... Okay, well, GG's. This is kind of a DPS bleed weapon anyway. I guess I probably should have just gone for the, okay. Well, lovely. Yeah. I don't like Moongrum. I don't like NPC fights in general. NPC fights kinda suck. And by kinda suck, I mean they majorly suck. I just think that this is probably going to be the easiest fight for me to get rid of what I don't think is ever a weapon class that I can really make good without some pretty decent amounts of investment. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna have to dodge him for the moment. We'll pull him away from the elevator. That's right, stay down there. And we're good, okay. Hey... Brother. He, okay. Okay. So down bad for me that instead of just walking back, he decided to suicide off the elevator. Insane behavior. I've never really been fond of Reapers in Dark Souls because they always feel too slow for me for their damage output. It's like they're intended to be status weapons, but they rarely tend to have the attack speed that's kind of required of status weapons. Alright, time to go beat up a bunch of children. items here. Yeah, I'm doing pretty pitiful damage to these children, which is not especially a good sign. Oh, this is gonna be such a long fight. This weapon does not have damage. Not at base with what I've got.
Time to be born anew.
Okay, and where is the last one at? Is it in the center? It is. Frickin' children. The fact that I've not gotten a bleed on Renala at all, I think speaks volumes about this weapon class.
Sweetings. Time to be born anew.
And you're over there. There's no way that Renala is immune to bleed, so this weapon is actually just doing nothing. Has 55 bleed build up, really? I feel like I should have at least gotten one proc by now, then.
Time to be born anew.
She's gonna start throwing children at me. I see where the next one is. Okay, and where is numero tres? Right there. Phase 2 might be really bad. But at least the rest of my stats are, like, incredibly,
To be born anew.
like, they're significantly higher than they should be for this fight, so... Resistant to bleed, you say, but not immune to it. Right, surely not immune. Okay.
Come, sweetings. Time to be born anew.
Alright, and where's the third? She kidnapped one of the ones that was taking it consistently, so I have no idea where number 3 is. There it is. There you go. God, this phase 1 is so bad. I mean, like, the phase 1 of this fight kind of sucks in general, but, like... Man, this is slow. A little trick, by the way, about finding the ones with the golden aura. Only the ones with the aura can throw the books at you. See, if you ever see a book coming at you in this fight, it's coming from one with the golden aura. Alright, one more, thankfully, should do it. And then watch as I just, within the first 2 seconds of phase 2, get Comet Azur'd and instantly die. Where? I saw... It's coming from here. Yeah. There you are. Now across the way, but I'm probably going to have to dodge that coffin first. Or get hit by it. That works too. Alright, where's number 3? It's back to this one over here. Okay, now surely you die here. Okay, there we go. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be problems. At least literally everything will stagger her. It's kind of a brutal crit animation. Uh-oh. Sit down, and she's gonna start summoning things, and as soon as she starts summoning things, this fight is gonna turn pants. Alright, so the jump attack, the jump R2 anyway, is terrible on this weapon. Well, somebody said something, I completely missed that message. I am kind of locked in right now because I do not want to repeat this fight. Oh, Jules in chat. Hey man, how's it going? Good to have you around. Alright, and Renala's gone off to over here, and she's mooning. It would be really funny if Renala's summons could hit her. It would make them so useless, but they're really not anything more than just annoying anyway, so... She's on like 2 HP, bro.
Little Rani,
Huge.
my dear daughter, weave thy night into being.
GG's. We're not going to get nearly as many runes off of her as Radahn. Yeah, 48k. And that's with the gold scarab on. Still, though, it's nice to be actually making progress. Alright, I will be back in one moment. I need to use the restroom. In the meantime, stare at this wonderful man's lovely face. Alright, I am back. I am back. Yes, it is time for the wheel. I think the next boss is probably going to be Makar, unless if we get a really bad weapon, in which case probably Mimic Tier. Great Katanas are currently inaccessible, so we cannot use that, unfortunately. Glintstone Staff. Okay, looks like we're going to Mimic Tier. At least this is one of the mind requiring things out of the way. Mimic Tier is going to be nice because I don't have any spells, which means that Mimic Tier won't have any spells. And in all likelihood,
Where did he flee, my sweetie?
I think
Is it to become be not
I think Mimic Tier will end up being pretty confused with a Glintstone Staff that it can't use. I might as well just put these levels into Vigor. We are almost to 40 Vig. I can probably buy a staff off of Selen. I think that's the place to go to for that. Getting to Mimic Tier might be kind of rough, because I'm just gonna have to run through everything. But the Mimic Tier fight itself should not be that bad. Alright, here we are. And Selen has not spawned in.
There you are. Shall we commence?
She doesn't sell staves. That's whack. And I do not have a single Glintstone Staff. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to look up where Glintstone Staves are. Staves. Okay. Oh, I think the merchant should have the astrologer's staff. There's also the Glintstone staff off of a guy. But most of these are drops. Or transpositions. So I think I'm just gonna go and grab the... Wait. Was that... Why do I have... Okay. Apparently we're back online because there's gray phantoms around. Oh, apparently Twitch is offering me a free month of Turbo as well. Not that I'm going to take it, because I honestly don't really watch Twitch.
Discerning eye.
Yeah, we'll grab the astrologer's staff. Look at that crazy damage on it. And all I can do is staff bonk. Yeah, it's been ages since Kurt has streamed, so... I think the last time he streamed was when Silksong came out. Speaking of, I still need to play that game. I put like 7 hours into it and then just stopped playing it because I was distracted with Vermintide. I've also got Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Space Marine 2 all on the backlog. I almost just jumped right down that endless pit of doom. That would have been lovely. Wait. Does it... Hold on. I need to get more light. Okay, thank God. For a second, I thought that the Beast Champion Greaves had toes on the armor, and I was about to crash out. You're not even thinking about Silksong until you complete at least a couple of games. Aren't you, like, actively playing Hollow Knight right now? I don't know, maybe it's too much Hollow Knight, but it seems like the best time... Jesus Christ, this is a long elevator. It seems like the best time to, you know, play Silksong would be after beating Hollow Knight so that you still remember how to play the game. So we've got 25 minus 9 damage, and I've got 1,476 HP, which I think means that the Mimic tier is going to have the same amount. So this might end up being a bit of a Vort situation. This would definitely be a Vort situation if I was trying to do anything other than this. I guess I could pick up a spell real quick and just bang out Makar, but I don't think I even have the stuff to do a respec right now. It's true, but you also won't have time to do it right now, and you're not buying any new games until you finish at least a couple of them. Oh, I thought you already had Silksong. Okay. I didn't realize that you didn't have it. Okay, I see. I see. This is probably not going to be the... Oh, there's the place. Here we are. Yeah. EG. Blythe is talking about a trader that may or may not actually exist. I almost just rode clean off the edge. Ooh, that was fall damage. The skill is no skill. You might say it's a skill issue. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. Genuinely, like, maybe one of the worst jokes I've ever made. Yeah, so this is gonna be really interesting trying to get over that. Thank you for the tutorial for something that I do not have. But yeah, I think that most likely the Mimic Tier is going to be stuck trying to cast spells when it can't. And that should make this fight pretty easy. Tedious, perhaps, but definitely easy. You have a feeling this fight is going to be goofy? Yeah. Yeah, it probably will be. Because I plan on taking my armor off before the fight. I don't need it to be any longer than it needs to. Right, I'm sitting at 21% physical damage reduction. And I do not want the Mimic Tier getting that when I do 25 minus 9 damage. Could you not? Okay. Purple Putin in all his glory. I still have no idea why he's called that. Four damage. Oh my days, this is gonna take so long. Oh, he's cheating. Oh my. I don't know if this is possible. How much HP does Mimic Tier have? I mean, his health bar has moved. Very, very slightly, but it has moved. And you want to know something else? Mimic Tier has a healing flask, so this is gonna take extremely long. About 19,500 HP, and I'm beating him with a stick for 4 damage on hit. Oh my days. So how are we all doing today? Anyone got any plans for Thursday? For us Americans, I suppose, exclusively. I need to make 4,884 hits. Incorrect, because he has a healing flask. Honestly, I think fists would just be faster. Plans to see your extended family tomorrow. Oh boy. I know that Spin's doing the same thing. I am not. How much does he heal? I don't know. I don't know how the numbers. I just know that he has a healing flask. Wait, I'm curious. Okay, I think this is actually faster than the two-hand. Oh my god, get over here, brother. Honestly, punching might be faster. Should I just use my fists? I suppose I should just use my fists. Alright. Well, the damage is about the same, but fists definitely have a higher DPS. This has already been going on for long enough for, for my healing to run out. Jesus Christ, it's been 4 minutes. And his health bar hasn't changed at all. I just want to know where the Mimic Tier got its rocks from. Because I do not have rocks equipped. This is so horrible. Get your bald head over here. God, this fight is never going to end. This fight will never have an end. And I never thought I'd be willingly using fists. Hold on, can I backstab him? Right, the fist rule was for if something whack ended up happening. Right. The fist rule was not supposed to go in my favor. I legit don't even know if I'm gonna have time to finish this tonight. Let's try to hit him with the 1-2. No. And it's still only 6 damage. Oh, I almost got the backstab. That would have been my chance to backstab him if I didn't suck at the game. Ah. Oh my god, I did 14 damage to him in a single combo. Chills. Absolute chills. Ooh, we got it. How much damage? 14 damage on a backstab. It's been 10 minutes. Dude, this is actually worse than Vort. This is actually worse than Vort. I'm doing about the same amount of damage per hit as I did on Vort, but, So what you're saying is that leveling up to 38 Vig was a terrible mistake. Oh, backstab. I'm kind of curious how many total button presses this fight's going to end up being. Oh my days. I'm gonna have to upload a VOD of just this. The heavy attack is really good for roll catching him, at least. Oh, if I die, I'm not doing this. $18 damage combo. Dear God. So much damage. Like, look, I'll be insane. I'm insane enough to smack Vort with a talisman for a total of, was it 8 hours total on Vort, or is it longer? How much time was Lord, actually? I know you still have that spreadsheet. Just under 7 hours? Okay. I'm crazy enough to smack Vort with a talisman for 7 hours, but, not enough to do it again. Huge 21 damage combo. Is that a record? At least you can, like, actually see his health bar move when I get backstabs. Or at least I can. I don't know about you. Oh boy. How long's it been? Mikir's gonna have a lot of concussions after this. I'm gonna have a concussion after this. As soon as I beat this guy, I'm turning stream off and I'm going to repeatedly slam my head into a wall. About 16 minutes. It's been over a quarter of an hour and not even a quarter of his HP is gone. Oh my days. Oh. Well, on the plus side, 30 damage combo. Let's go. On the plus side, I am getting better at this. I don't know what getting better at this has any utility for, but I am getting better at it. $30 damage. Holy Jesus. Even though I know it's coming, I still might crash out when he heals. He's like maybe roughly 25% down. That's not how NPC healing works in this game, Varian. At this point, the only thing that could possibly be worse is whenever I have to use the talisman. But the talisman, I already have a bit of faith, and I should be able to get some mind relatively easily. So the talisman I don't think is going to be nearly as bad as this. Do you think pity exists in this thing's heart? Have you seen what it does to things? Have you seen what this creature does to Melania? Oh, looped it. Let's go. It makes it even worse how just stupid they look. Just knowing that there's a point in this fight where he's just gonna press a button and the fight basically resets. Actually, can you look up for me how many flasks the Mimic tier has? Only one? Okay, thank God. Because I know some NPCs will have, like, 2 flasks. At least I'm not fated to use a glintstone staff on Promised Consort Radon. I can artificially force it so that I won't end up with the talisman on him either, by just not doing the DLC until late game, or until, like, I've beaten the rest of the game. Just backstep spamming. Honestly, I'm still not sure which is more DPS between pushing him into a corner and doing heavy attacks on repeat, or backstabs. See, right now, I'm just thinking of cutting this part in, like, out of the VOD and posting it as its own video that I'm just gonna call, like, an average day in New York City or something like that. He is at 50%, though. He must actually be doing, like, 1 damage per hit to me. Really liking the staff right now. I'm pretty sure it should be around half that he uses his heal. Okay, there's his heal gone. Yeah, part of my soul definitely still just died off of that, even though I knew it was coming. I will say, I think this is the first time in fighting this guy that I've ever gone through the entire arena. Like, this is actually kind of an interesting arena. And he's backstepping. Okay. You know, I am kind of surprised that there's not, like, a whole lot of blood everywhere on both of us. I would have figured. Because I think blood spray is from... usually just from a hit detection rather from damage. So I would have expected that would be covered by now, but, I suppose not. I think I've hit a new low, honestly. This might be the least interesting thing I've ever streamed. Okay, I had fun with Vort, even if it was an insane grind. I did have fun with Vort. This is not fun. I would not use that word to describe the situation here. What's the time check on the duration of this so far? "30 minutes. Half an hour of two naked men beating each other. Oh, God. This is so awful. Dude, the face makes it even worse. That was a missed backstab opportunity. I could have backstabbed him. And again. This is perhaps the most locked out I've ever been, or not locked in. Yeah. This is perhaps the least locked in I've been in my entire life. At this point, like... Man, this is crazy. Maybe I should call it an average day in London instead of an average day in New York City, because in New York, right, somebody would just pull out a gun and that would be that. I apologize for subjecting everyone to this. If anyone else is even still around, honestly. Like... This is so dreadful. He's not even back down to half yet. According to Twitch, we still have lurkers. Bless your souls, honestly. This is... Like, anyone who's sticking it out right now. Oh my. Y'all are more patient people than me. See, I at least have to press the buttons. You're literally writing emails for the entire time. Oh, man. I am still fighting it. I am still fighting it. This is still the same attempt, for the record. "35 minutes of this. We need the squeaky for him. Oh, God. Yeah, that's definitely becoming a short. Oh, this isn't a randomizer. What I'm doing with this is anytime I defeat an achievement or remembrance boss, I'm selecting a random weapon class with a wheel. And I just have to use that. So I rolled Glintstone Staff here, and I have no spells. So, to Fisticuffs it is. The damage output, by the way, is worse with the Glintstone Staff. The fists do more damage. Yeah, this isn't a proper randomizer. I probably should do an Elden Ring randomizer at some point. I've never done one for Elden Ring. I did do one for DS1. It's like 4,800 hits to kill without heals, and it did heal. Oh, that's okay. You know, I didn't realize that at first. That it was spin. Freihofer's Italian bread. You know what? I should have realized. I really should have realized. I really should have realized. I will be there to help that happen. Once I'm done here. Should only be like half an hour longer. The grainy goodness known as Freihofer's Italian bread. God, I hate this. Oh, my lord, I am actively losing my marbles. Like, my gourd is gone. Oh, he tried to drink again. Thankfully, he doesn't have one left. He's been in the YouTube chat before, but never Twitch. Okay, I see. But yeah, I'm definitely taking that rubber hammer sound effect. Neither of the... Yep. The only time that you can even, like, slightly see the health bar move is when I get a backstab on him. The second hit of the backstab, it goes down ever so slightly. He's under half. Dude, genuinely, this fight might take longer than one of my shifts at work. 40-minute mark? Yeah. To be fair, this would be astronomically worse if the boss was allowed to fight back. Yeah, there's a reason when I rolled the Glintstone Staff and I knew that I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. There's a reason that I came here. Because this guy can't do anything with it either. the boss takes whatever gear that I have. I don't know where he's getting the rocks from, because I don't have any rocks, but who cares? Honestly, I think the only thing that could be worse than this would be a no walking run, and Yimfa's done that, so probably gonna have us background noise. That's completely fair. Oh, yeah, Varian, you didn't, you weren't involved in that conversation, but effectively, my mother, said that she would only make the focaccia bread over the winter, if he keeps riding Rise of Agthar. Which is some supreme level of extortion, but, you know. He's at, like, a third left of HP. Literally what you're doing while making a lesson plan. Hello, Noble. Welcome in. Show this to someone when they ask how erosion works. Real. Health bar's moving, but you can't see it. I am not doing damage. I am not doing any damage. Somebody get me out of here. It's funny to me how the fist backstab, like, doesn't even make contact. I am almost at half HP. Too bad I have 9 healing flasks. Oh, God. Like, I think this is probably the most meaningless, wretched thing I have ever done in one of these games, and it's not even close. It's not even close. This is going to be half the VOD. This is going to be actually just half the VOD. First half, Radon prep and Radon fight. Second half, literally just this one room. I did not expect this was... like, I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't expect it to be this bad. It's interesting because in Rise of Agthar you have to segue to the chain fight, but if you either say it and just do fights or ignore character. Wait. You either say it and just do fights and ignore character. Huh? He either only does the fights or adds other stuff. I mean, if you do the other stuff, it means that you have to, like, you don't have to do the fight until later. Being succinct isn't your strong suit. That's very true. Mister, I put 6 prepositional phrases into a single sentence. I can't judge though. I'm still the king of shoving as many words into a single sentence as possible. What do you do with the characters? You have an idea for Mariana and Pythia bonding? With how much Pythia hates Mariana in the current stage of things. Dude, anyone else who's in here, I don't know if there's anyone else still in here, but if there is, and they're just hearing us chat about a novelization of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign while this is happening in the background, like, I don't know, I think I'd lose it. I think I would actually lose my gourd. Not to say that I haven't already lost my gourd doing this, but canonically, he says, honestly, the novelization kind of is the canon. Like, over the actual game. Just because the novelization is, you know, there's more meaningful content. Less chaff, less random stuff, less Omni forgot to prepare for the session, and thus something that could have taken, you know, 4 or 5 sessions takes place over the course of like an hour. Keep him against the wall. Yeah, but the problem is he can just roll. It would also finish faster if he did more of the rocks, because I can backstab. But no, like, it definitely would be faster if he stayed against the wall, but the problem is he's not really keen towards staying against the wall. The problem is like, really, I just have no recourse other than just to trade with him. And whenever I start trading with him, and he actually stops just spam rolling and takes out his weapon does more poise damage than my fists do. Find it funny how in Baldur's Gate 3, the meta for a mimic fight is also to strip naked. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Well, technically the meta in this game is remove all your items as you walk in and then re-equip them. The Baldur's Gate 3 mimic fight is honestly, like, disappointing. Mimic fights are a cool concept, but I feel like they don't usually tend to pan out very effectively. And the other problem about keeping him to the wall, the other reason that that's not necessarily likely to happen, is because right now I am so tuned out. Like, my brain is shut off. I'm just pressing buttons. I had one in the Astral campaign and it was glorious. One of the players had a piercing shot bow and you crit the entire party at once. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're backing him into a corner. That's going to be huge if he stays back here. He's kind of trying to get out. The problem is that he's actually fighting back right now. Basically, well, because I'm reading all of this, Noble's either playing a Phoenix Sorcerer or a Gloomstalker Assassin. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what a Phoenix Sorcerer even does. 52 minutes. 52 minutes. Yikes. That's kind of shiced. Extra fire damage and some other cool stuff. Fair enough. A Gloomstalker Assassin would probably do more for the party. You've already got a lot of spellcasters. The Ranger Rogue... The thing about the Ranger Rogue is that it's got some really effective single target damage. Right. But then again, it's not like your elite killing is weak anyway, so... Brother, you're playing the strongest AoE-based character I think I've ever seen. Oh, he's going up against here. I don't know if he actually recognizes the fog gate as a wall or not, because he keeps on coming over here. So I wonder if he doesn't recognize it as a wall. Only like 500 hits left. True. No, but really, having an hour, spending an hour on one boss, and it being in a single attempt, I hate it so much. I'm just glad that I never equipped, like, the Blessed Dew Talisman or anything, because I think that would actually make this fight impossible. It's, plus 2 HP regen per second. I don't know if the Mimic Tier actually steals your talismans. Even Zaya spent an entire hour on the Sea of Supremacy in Borderlands 3, and it was one attempt. That doesn't really mean anything to me, though, because I don't know how Borderlands really is with... I mean, I guess I should expect that that's absurd, because... Borderlands is like ultimate ADHD. I can guard counter him. And it dropped nothing of value. That's tragic. Gave you a tizzy. Once again, that means nothing to me. A good build should be able to kill this Seraph Supremacy in a few seconds. Okay. Why is it so bright outside all of a sudden? Oh, it's probably just the sun coming around to that side of the house. That makes sense. Fully spec'd into Horde clear. Okay, I see. I think it has officially been over 1 hour of this. I think the heal easily added like 20 minutes to this fight. $57 minutes right now? Okay. $30 damage combo. At least I'm engaging with the game, as I was scrolling TikTok while you fought. See, you say that I'm engaging with the game, more so I'm engaging with you guys. Like that's where the engagement is. And I guess that's kind of required just by default with streaming, but still, I'm like 90% of my attention is directed towards my second monitor with OBS on it. You would have lost it and just threw on everything you had at this point. Yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to not be doing this, sanctity of the run and all. Stronger-willed man than you are? I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, honestly, maybe that's the case considering how many times you vow to stop midnight snacking. Its HP is so low. We are close, lads. Chat, we are so close. Oh, counter. Guard counter for 7 damage. Oh my days. It's finally done. I only got 10,000 off of that. George H.W. Bush. What does George H.W. Bush have to do with anything? What? Why are you bushing it? Celebratory chug jug? Quite. Yes, that is a wheel, because the Mimic tier is an achievement boss. Let me just cross that off my list here. Imagine I went through all of that and Mimic tier wasn't on the list. You were going to say W, but then you thought of W. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Alright, well, we're going to do a wheel spin here. And then call it the stream, because... Oh boy. No shot. No shot. Oh my god, it's so over. It's so over. Oh god. It's the faith talisman. I mean, I've got faith. I don't have blue. That's the problem. I don't have any blue juice. Speed reaction gif. Speed reaction gif indeed. Oh my god. To immediately roll Sacred Seal after that. At least it's going to be gotten out of the way, I guess. Alright, where's Corin? There's D. Where on earth is Corin? What? Hello? He should be in the main hall here. Like standing. Oh, there he is. I'm just blind. He blended in with the wall.
I teach and explore so that one day, ensuring by the way.
Well, I'm not gonna be. The fight was 59 minutes. Jesus Christ. I'm not actually going to be continuing today.
That it's incantation. Very well. That it's incantation.
I don't care, Corin. Yeah. So lightning spear. These ones here are going to be our bread and butter probably, because most likely I'm going to be taking this to my car. Is Black Knife Tish an achievement boss? I don't know, actually. But I'm pretty sure Black Knife Tish is on, I'm pretty sure she's an Altus anyway. And I need to clear my car before Altus.
Further study I can happen.
When I said Corin, you thought I meant Corin from Fire Emblem. Good lord. Alright. I need to eat, I'm gonna eat Renola. I have no value for that, anymore.
If I can happily...
We'll get that. I don't have enough faith for either of these right now. I'm at 17 faith.
May the goal...
I might have to eat Radon too, which means that I won't be able to use him for curved greatswords. Yeah, I have to eat Radon. Actually, I could just go to... Well, hold on. I think I only have one... Oh no, I have 2 level tiers. Okay, never mind. We are good. No, there's a character here named Corin. He's the merchant for miracles. Or incantations in this game, my bad. A fair sea never made an experienced sailor, true.
Ada. Now.
Okay, I am going to respec here. You were asking about Tish. Is Tish on the list? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like Tish is on the list. I think Makar is better as the next option anyway, because first off, he's big, so he's going to be, he's gonna be relatively easy to hit. I think I needed 24 faith. Yeah. There we go. We'll just do that. Also, I haven't written a word since you joined stream. Unlucky. Where is it? There we go. Finger seal here. And I'm gonna put on the... Okay, it's 18k for a level up. Yeah, we're gonna put on Lightning Spear and Honed Bolt. I guess I might as well take Flame Cleanse Me as well. I don't have enough faith for either of these. and I'm unlikely to get there. I forgot to give myself any mind. Do spells have limited casts in Elden Ring? It limits the casts by how much mana you have. And I did not give myself any mana. So I'm gonna warp over to here. And we'll throw a test out to see how many casts I have. I might not even have enough casts to, like, actually win against the boss. And if that happens, that means that it's time for punching 2.0. Okay, that might not be too bad, actually. Yeah, I think I should have enough casts. I just really need to not get hit. I can, but I'm saving my respec for after I defeat the boss. Because I don't know if I want to keep my faith that high. Honestly, you know what? It's probably fine to keep. Yeah, there is a limited resource for respecs. But it's probably fine to keep my faith this high. Just because there's a lot of really good faith-based weapons of other classes that I haven't used yet. Well, it's not like it's hard to get the resource that you use for it. Like, it is pretty abundant. I think there's, like... I don't remember how many of them are in the game. There's quite a few in the game. I think it's just to keep you from, like, constantly spamming it. I understand the trepidation about it, but I think it's fine how it's implemented. Because it's really not that constraining. I do agree, though, that if it was genuinely an actual constraint, that would be bad game design. But it's just... Yeah, there's not really that much of a problem. And at that point, I guess the question is, why even include it as a system in the first place of limiting the respecs? But at the same time, it's widespread enough that it doesn't really matter, and so I don't really care. I do have all my flasks on blue right now. That's probably going to be a mistake. I'm definitely going to need majority blue flasks for this. But I don't think that it'll end up being that bad just because Makar is a worm and like dragon-type enemies in these games tend to be weak to lightning. They don't have a problem with it costing a resource, so it's just presented as costing a limited resource that you can run out of. You can run out of it. It is possible to run out of the resource. It's just also not that likely. Because chances are you're not really going to be respeccing that many times in the game. Like, I think the most number of times that I've respecced in a single run was like 4. And I want to say that there's like 12 of the larval tiers. I guess it's different, but in Borderlands 4, you think you full respec your build like 10 times. Yeah, but also in Borderlands, respecking is something that's very much, like, just a part of the game, and it's built to be like that. I mean, in older Souls games, Like, Dark Souls 1 had no respecs. I don't, Dark Souls 3 didn't have respecs either. I don't think DS2 had respecs. It might, no, DS2 did have respecs, actually. DS2 did have respecs. But 1 and I think 3 also didn't have, respecking as an option. Smithing Stone 5. Wait, can I not be? Oh, there's a thing there. Okay. I couldn't see it. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go for a little longer and get to the boss room. Maybe even give it an attempt just to see what kind of damage I'm doing. It's amazing crazy, but you can respect not having it more than having it, but only for a limited number of uses. That's fair. I do understand that, because it being a limited use, like, if you don't have it at all, then that's one thing, because if you don't have it at all, then it's just like, you know, sure, you just gotta be careful with the decisions that you make with your build. Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you say there. I agree with what you're saying. Oh, really? I got hit by the poison. I don't want to fight these guys, because they're annoying. Where's the... Okay, it's over here. Lovely. This area actually has, like, a lot of really good resources. Is this the boss I was fighting on my 3-person co-op when you walked? Maybe? I don't remember when you joined that. It probably is. I mean, was the boss a giant fireworm? Number 4, we take those. You just remember having to ride an elevator in a cave. I see. Flasks, I need 3. Okay. I'm gonna switch 1 over to red. I might need more red than that. Probably wasn't, because it was a lot earlier in the game. Well, this is pretty early in the game, too. Like... I mean, this is before you access, Altus. Like, this is one of the ways that you can do that. By this point, probably on like, a casual first-time run, you're probably only gonna have defeated, Godric and Rennala in terms of remembrance bosses. Okay, that's not enough range. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, that's cool. I like that, actually. Now, let me climb this ladder. Hello, can I climb the ladder, please? Thank you. Oh, my. Oh, I'm boned. That's the wrong flask. Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever. Cast Earthbind. Oh, my days. There are a lot of bats, though. Good thing they don't know how to climb. Or fly up high enough, I suppose. Screw you. Rude. Oh, there's a smithing stone there. Do I care enough? Not really. Why Twitch gave you a mature content warning for your stream? Because this is an M-rated game, I think. I would assume that that's the reason for it. Why did I put on Flame Cleanse Me? That literally has 0 utility. Oh, that's actually not bad damage to him. 163. 179. It's inconsistent. But I got like 4 casts. I think I have to be standing close to him to get the full damage out of it. Or it might just be headshots. It's probably just headshots. Yeah, okay. The lightning attacks probably do more damage when he's in the water. That's also true. That is a mechanic that happens in this game. Headshots deal, or sorry, magic. Lightning does 10% extra damage in water, or rather, lightning resistance is decreased by 10% in water. Oh, I'm done. Unlucky. That's a 10th more damage. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that does check out. I think this is a very possible fight, though. I just need to not get clowned on. I don't know how much the Honed Bolt does. I didn't test that at all. I kind of think Lightning Spear is probably going to do more damage, because Lightning Spear is usually higher damage than other ones like that. Actually, I think the Honed Bolt is more damage per FP. Alright, you have a good one, Varian. That's way better DPS, yeah. Well, it's not really the DPS that I'm worried about here, it's damage per FP. But I still think it's better in that regard. I'm not entirely certain. Actually, I think the Lightning Spear is... Oh! Well, I've never seen him do that before. Yeah, the Lightning Spear, I think, is better for FP. Oh, is it? Okay. Maybe it's just the fact that it's bigger chunks. The headshots make it clear. Ow. That was only 288 there. I think the second one missed. Let's try spinning. That's a good trick. I should have locked onto his body there. Do I have range for that? I do. Flame grant me strength would be really nice to have right now, but it's fine. $115, what? Shouldn't it be doing more than that? 173, 288. You're saying the lightning spear is better? Oh, okay. I see. Well, that's good, because I do actually prefer it. I'm still, like, mega tuned out after the Mimic tier fight, so... Is that gonna have range? It did have range, but he moved, so... Uh-oh. That's really bad, because I am not at a whole lot of HP, and I have no more healing. I do think I do need, that's a horrible sentence. I do think I need, yeah. All of the blue that I have. I don't think I'm allowed to switch off to any extra red. Because I've only missed him, like, once. Maybe if I got exclusively headshots, then I'd be able to take one more red. Ah, unlucky. They're about even on mana per damage until I headshot with the lightning spear. Oh, okay, I see. And headshots with the lightning spear are honestly pretty easy against this guy anyway, so... But yeah, I think I should be able to do it easily enough here. Then after that, we can get your character made. I did not intend to stream for as long as I have today. I shouldn't have gone back in. I have laundry that I need to take. Whoop. Yeah, that 269 is definitely very nice. I shouldn't have used my physic. $179, that's unfortunate. I thought he was done. I need to pull him back into the water, because he's not taking as much as he could be right now. Charge, not the charge. Okay, I thought it was. Is this the charge? Yes. Round 2 on the charge. And I got shoved inside the wall there. That's awesome. I don't know how that didn't hit me. That's some crazy hit detection right there. That it did. Is he gonna take reduced damage during this? Oh. It hit his wing. That's actually pretty clutch. The problem is with the spear is I really need to charge the spear. The spear does not do much damage if it's not charged. It's a lot faster, but in terms of FP efficiency, which is really the big thing about this fight. Yikes. That was not a good hit to take. Probably afford another red flask. Yeah, probably. If I fail this, then I'll switch that out. Which may not be unexpected, because... Oh, I ran into the lava. Alright, I'll be right back, and then I'll, switch in for that red flask. Almost knocked my lamp over. Okay. Flasks allocate will go for one more red. And one more red, I think, is very possibly the difference between winning the fight and not. I'm also not going to use my physic until I get hit. You know, I probably don't need the green turtle talisman right now. I can just throw a golden scarab on now. So that when I inevitably forget, whenever I finally win, the lingering flame seems to be an issue. I don't think they're really that much of a problem by themselves. That's hitting the... Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, I don't think the magma on the ground is really that big of a deal by itself. Oh. The problem, I think, is more so of me being oblivious about it. For the record, I still think that that's the case after those. Number 2. Numero 2. Get your head out from back there. What are you... What? Okay. That's pretty unfortunate that I missed that. Especially because I missed it because he was just shooting into the wall for some reason. That's unlucky. I need to stop missing. Oh my days. Well, that was hardly fair. And I made no cursed attempts. A little bit, a little bit. I mean, I'm feeling good. I'll take one more go at it. The Mimic tier has clearly affected your skill level. Well, the problem is that I don't typically use magic in these games. I think I'm also standing too close to him. Kind of baiting misses with how close I've been sticking to him. Oh, that's a very rude hitbox. The Mimic tier has clearly affected my skill level. True. This is greedy, but I'll go for it. Because I am a greedy little goblin. Ooh. Not really a fan of having to use that now. React to the same message? Yeah. Yeah, I realized that. Ooh. It's because I'm like only half locked in, but like not really locked in. You're gonna just walk at me, or are you gonna do something? Thank you. Now I can retaliate. Boom. Oh, that's actually really convenient. That he threw it into the wall. I changed my lock on target way too late there. I should have switched to his body, like, as soon as he got even slightly close to me. Yep, he's gonna spray the ground there. That was ultra sketch. Gonna be close on mana. I've got 2 blues left. I think I can do it. I just like need to hit headshots from here on out, and I think I should be fine. Other words, I guess it's gonna have to go to fisticuffs again. Which is not a place that I want to be. But I think as long as I hit all headshots, I should be able to get him pretty easily here. Depth perception, yeah, the depth perception here is... Oh, that wasn't what you said. I just briefly looked over. See why people complain about Elden Ring windups? Yes. I thought you were talking about depth perception for a second. I was like, yeah, it goes a little whack when I'm locked onto his head, but, okay. GG's. 28,000. It's not bad. And then we can go up to Altus and conclude there. First things first, though. Time for low wheel spin. Honestly, it was really convenient to get the Sacred Seal right there. Hammer. Okay. So I'm going to want to level... I'll put one level into there and a level into strength, I think. Do I have any hammers right now? I do. Morning Star looks a bit better. If I put on a helmet, I still go heavy load. Great Reckoner. No, the Great Reckoner would be a great hammer. Which is it is a different weapon class, so... Think about it, it would be a faith-based hammer, too. Yeah, no, I would absolutely be down for that. But it would be a great hammer, not a regular hammer. The Skullcracker would be a regular hammer. Alright, and here we are in Altus. The yellow area of the game. Skull splitters are so yikes, though. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, well, that being said, we've done quite a bit of progress today, got through a couple of weapons. I am going to be leaving it here now in Altus. So until next time, I will catch you later. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. And adios. I spent over a quarter of this stream fighting the Mimic Tier. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, catch you later.